Well, the coronavirus pandemic has changed all of our lives and impacted many of our favorite places, including Balboa Park. ABC 10 News reporter Jared Aarons takes an in-depth look at how the park and a lot of its most popular attractions will be different, even when the pandemic is over.
Plans for an observation wheel right outside the Prado split San Diegans' opinions all week long. But even if this doesn't get built, Balboa Park will still look a lot different when the pandemic ends.
The change in Balboa Park is evident. The change in Balboa Park is important.
With crowds sparse and beloved institutions closed, the pandemic gave Balboa Park time and space to get a refresh. Peter Comiskey, the executive director of the Cultural Partnership, says museums have done a lot of work, from the Timken and Minguet's complete overhauls to smaller adjustments elsewhere.
While they've been closed, they've been taking the advantage of, in some cases, completely removing all of their pieces and reworking their entire buildings.
It's not just museums. The Carousel is getting a full makeover. Construction is almost complete on an observation platform around the famous Morton Bay fig tree. 5 new cottages housing 9 cultural units will open soon at the International Villages. Deferred maintenance on water and sewer lines is finally underway. But the most noticeable differences, the biggest projects, are all right here in the South Palisades area.
We're working on all of our plans to get things ready for next summer.
That's when the new Comic-Con Museum still plans to have its grand opening. Right now, they're renovating the upper floors of the old Hall of Champions, creating classroom space. The pandemic's push to virtual learning let them do early tests for their online experience. They'll figure out the in-person exhibits over the next 9 months.
Figuring out what kinds of programming work and don't work.
In front of the new museum, a new pedestrian plaza. The city allocated $600,000 in February to turn part of a parking lot into a gathering space. It was supposed to be finished over the summer and is almost done. And across from that new plaza, a push for a new Starlight Bowl.
It's not the Hollywood Bowl, it's not the Greek Theater, it's not that kind of a place anymore.
Vicky Estrada helped write the Balboa Park master plan in 1989. She's now the main architect for the new Starlight Bowl. Earlier this month, the group Save Starlight unveiled new plans for the future of the venue. Renderings show terraced lawn seating, a native garden, and smaller secondary stages around the main bowl.
So the idea of doing terraces covers a lot of good bases as far as creating a much more adaptable space to do a lot more out of. Secondly, it does a lot of the ADA requirements.
President Steve Stopper says they've already started some of the work and can do the renovation in phases, building Starlight while building excitement.
Unlike some of the other plans in the park, we can actually do this in little pieces and begin to get people excited about what the big vision is.
A big vision, part of even bigger changes, adding more gems to the crown jewel of San Diego. Jared Aarons, ABC 10 News.
And there are also organizational changes. Last Friday, the Friends of Balboa Park and the Balboa Park Conservancy announcing plans to merge. A new joint group will do fundraising and help the city manage the park. And if you have a story or a question that needs an in-depth look, we would like to hear from you. Email us at tips@10news.com.